The guy drowned in a like cat bowl. I've seen a review by movie nights of the film Hamlet the Vampire Hunter. Yeah, such a movie exists. And Ophelia there drowned herself in a literal cat bowl. Boy. Another quest here. Since I already saved them, did they just randomly march in and got themselves locked? Like, it's not like there's a new garrison. That's a new model. Why can't we pick up a shield? I mean, I have a Roman shield. It's from one of the DLC packs. But still. Roman attack! Woo! What did he expect? Is there treasure? Yep. Alright. The Lake of Tears is high in the mountains. Why so poetic suddenly?
Yeah.
Alright, we need to... It really creeps me out. Those are crosses, like literal crucifixion crosses. Actual Roman 1st century BC crucifixions. Like before Christianity, but not by much. There are legends that go around demise like of most disciples and
this area is
how
off limits.
Each of them was crucified or disposed of. I think the only of Jesus' disciples did die his own death. Is John the Revelator? The author of the Gospel of John and Gospel by John, of course, not of. Those are burned. And like traditionally, I think Paul is considered to be crucified upside down. Or was that Peter? See, I don't remember. And Andrew, that one is clear. Andrew is considered to have been crucified on
Non movere!
Well, St. Andrew's Cross, you know it's the flag of Scotland.
Carerbitis optimam partem!
Like the X-shaped cross. I kinda hate that we don't have... It's the first time the AI actually got enough brains to use the crossbow on me. And yeah, this is the regular T-shaped cross. So this is a very rare animation. I didn't get this one that much, if anyhow. The guards are ridiculously dumb here. I hear lions roar.
Proibere! Tuilo!
Hello, mister? Come. Eat my blade!
Non te arde!
He can see me? He didn't even bother to look around. Of course, this beats the telepathic guard of Assassin's Creed 3. Which could spot you, like, the whole city gets alerted to your presence. And the cities are big in older Assassin's Creeds. There's a lot of arrows, much more than can be needed for like balance. You run out of arrows a lot in the desert when you're assaulting a base. You don't even need to change your bow to other one. Unless you don't upgrade your quiver, of course. Look, another one. And one on the top, probably. There are more full arrow restoration bonuses in this base than I used arrows. Like, even if every base restored just one arrow, I'd still have a full quiver.
Siste! Confute!
Confute, confute.
Così! Et num! Et gladius meius tibi! Ha!
Oh. Always dropped a glass of water. Because I'm drinking. Like, let's playing is new for me. I can get used to talking a lot in the microphone. Kasumi talks a lot, but Kasumi doesn't talk a lot to the microphone. Really, garden bolt? So this base, we didn't need to clear it, we were just nearby and I decided why the hell not. We actually need to go to the Huntress mission. And then back to deliver the 1968. Like, it's not like that far. My mother was already alive at that time, so the books she might have read in her childhood would be before Faros was rediscovered. And a lot of things were discovered like very recently, like after 2000 and new millennium, and were like different in the 90s. So a lot of us grew up with different information that is considered modern. I'm talking not about science, which marches on all the time. I'm talking even about history, where discoveries like... I don't know, I want to... I thought...
What was the next part? The sun god drove his fist into the mountain. Best not to draw attention here. Oh, shit!
Go away.
The divine Huntress, Cyrene herself.
I was here before, but I didn't know what to do.
A crown? This must be the halo from the prophecy. I thank Apollo for this sacred gift.
And I was like, is this just cosmetic or it actually means something?
The legend of Cyrene and Apollo.
The exit files of Pindus Anayad were honored Ipsos, the daughter of Gaia. In Ipsos was the first child Cyrene, and she grew into a mighty young woman. She did not care for pacing back and forth in the loom. Rather, she would arm herself with bronze javelins and a sword. So at heart, she stalked the hills and killed beasts, giving peace to her father's livestock.
Apollo fell in love with her.
So did the god of the white quiver follow find her, grappling alone without spears, a dreadful and vicious lion. And in the instant he called his guide to the centaur Cherion. Cherion. It's read as H when it translates Greek language. And Spike. Look at the spirit and prodigious strength of this woman. The fearless heart she best the beast, her mind not shaken with a cold wind of fear. Is it lawful for me to cut the honey-sweet grass off her bed?
The girl lion killer. She sounds strong and brave.
It reminds me of Aya. The Kenzar loved tenderly, hidden on the rights of the holy love Phoebus. Came to this mountain to be her husband, and you will bear her over the sea to the choicest garden of Zeus. There will you place a circlet of gold upon her head, and make her the ruler of a city in fair Libya. She will bear your child under among his people. They will call him Aristeus. Having spoken, Chiron urged the god to fulfill the delightful consummation of his marriage with the fair Huntress Serene. Bears. So something about bears. And this is Cyrene. Okay, what did we get? We get it's just a quest item. The Oracle of Kyrenaika gave back a prophecy from the god of light Apollo. Held up Huntress in his beak. Dioptra stand. Dioptra sight. And here's Dioptra protractors. I'm actually glad I looked there because well, I'd want to see where's Dioptra. I didn't remember it now. But let's go back first, and then we go there. The vulture nest. Are there headshots for birds? Burbs. That's nice, like learning a legend like that. That's like actual historical and literatural, mythological, cultural knowledge. And like I did not know that legend. Probably we might have learned it in school, but it's most likely that even if we did, most wouldn't remember it. Okay, we need a fast bow.
Whoa. Picked up by vultures. But how did he end up here? And who killed him? It was probably bandits.
Which is the animal that we need to kill? The important thing about light bow is that its arrows fly very fast. Unlike the hunter's bow, which is very useless against GURPS. You'd need to...
Whoa. Whoa.
Okay. Well, that's it, let's go back. I can teleport, but I don't see a point. I'm very close. I'd rather not see a loading screen. And maybe grab a skin or two on the way, no? Each of them is 5 skins. I'm not missing that. Okay, now you're toast. So far, the most comfortable weapons for me are still the X and the normal, like straight sword. But this sword is more fun to use. And spear is very special and dear to me. My least favorite is probably the slow and unwieldy mace. Followed by, very closely by the staff, which I love this weapon as a concept, but it has short range. And it's clumsy. It has very little damage. Kinda, and daggers have... That's the most average weapon in the game. I don't feel positively or negatively. So yeah, if I rank the weapons, it would be number 1 X, number 2 sword and shield, number 3 the spear, number 4 the sickle sword, and number 5 the staff. No, number 5 the dual blades. Then the staff, scepter. And I know I can actually use non-rare bows, and some of those are unique. But I don't see much point. Plenty of those. Like my last fight when I fought 5, it's like 200 gold. I don't need that much in the game. And wood. Wood doesn't cost as much, but it's very easy to obtain. I'm not sure if we need any of those for missions crafting and whatnot. Yeah, so I sold what I wanted to sell, not all of that. Okay, you only have 2 crystals left, after which we'll only be able to... I have 3 and he has 2? Yeah. Let's buy hacker chests then instead. Fuck yeah! I'm a virgin, I guess. Buy a cat his wife. Ah yeah, I wonder if it will drag him. Fuck yeah, unicorn.
Whoa.
En nachten. Hier. Het werk.
Ja.
Hier, Diogen.
Conquident eum sanguinum vitas puer!
I'm right, a fucking unicorn. Go away. They probably can't see it.
You have it? You have my dioptra?
I found it in a bandit camp above the aqueduct.
Really? Some of my workers complained of hearing whispers from there, believed it was haunted. I was sure it was just superstitious nonsense.
I dealt with
Full
it.
of bandits.
Nothing will haunt you now, living or dead.
Excellent. And now General Agrippa has no more reason to bully my workers. He's become more ambitious since Flavius returned from Siva, and it is not a welcome change. Thank you, Bayek. You saved our people's lives. I am in your debt.
Fortuna smile on you, Vitruvius. Your work will help a lot of people in Cyrenica.
Please understand, Bayek, I was not always so focused on architectural wonders such as this aqueduct. As a hot-headed youth, I came up with many means of death and destruction.
Memes?
One of those was a Greek fire of sorts.
Greek fire?
A substance with such potential for unspeakable suffering, I vowed never to produce it.
Well, the general is producing it, and forcing Siwans to arm his ballista for a war against their own country. Yeah.
Follow Vitruvius.